It's the most wonderful time of the year. Y'all, I love Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas. And my mom and I actually traveled together for Christmas for the last 10 plus years. So when I moved out to Abu Dhabi in 2010, I decided I didn't want to come home for Christmas. Like, I know what Christmas at home looks like. And I mean, I want to do something different. So I actually invited my mom to meet me halfway in Paris and for us to celebrate Christmas there. So my first Christmas abroad, outside of Trinidad, of course, was Christmas in Paris. So she met me in Paris. We spent a few days in Paris, and then we went over to Rome and then had Christmas in Rome. And then the following year, we did Paris by itself. And then the year after that, we did Rome by itself. And then we started adding on from there. We went to Spain, to Singapore, to Lisbon, to Zurich, to Brussels. I mean, we've been a lot of places. But this video in particular, I'm going to highlight my top 5. So like I said, I love the energy of Christmas. I love how it feels. I know people get caught up about the consumerism and whether or not Jesus was born on a Monday or Tuesday and all that other stuff. I just like the aesthetic. I like the way it makes me feel. People are a little bit more friendly. They might hold a door and say, "Merry Christmas." Happy New Year or whatever, you know. It's just a great time of year. I don't care what anyone says. I love Christmas. I've loved it since I was a little girl, and even now, well into adulthood, nothing has changed. You show me a Christmas market and I'm all in through there. I may not buy anything but some glühwein and something that's cinnamon and maybe even some ham. Shout out to Prague. But I'm going. So I love Christmas markets, and in this video you'll see that these are my top 5. And if you have some more ideas or something else that you think, or somewhere else that you think that I should go, my mom and I should go, drop them in the comments. All right, so check out this list. Let me know what you think in the comments, and enjoy. First stop, Brussels, Belgium. My mom and I visited Brussels in December of 2023, and we had a great time. We packed our itinerary with some incredible stops, like a relaxing beer spa, which I highly recommend, a chocolate and a beer tour, which I also recommend, a chocolate making class, and of course, a waffle making class. And listen, this country knows how to do their Christmas markets. It's an absolute must-see. I mean, the cozy stalls, the festive lights, and the beer. They have the best Christmas beer I had ever had. There's nothing like sipping a cold beer, walking around one of these markets, and just enjoying the holiday vibes. Now, Brussels was nice, but it was really Bruges and Ghent that had their own charm when it came to Christmas markets. Bruges was more like a fairy tale, whereas Ghent was more laid back, authentic, and perfect for wandering around with that hot cocoa in your hand. So if you're thinking about adding Brussels to your list, make sure you add Bruges and Ghent as well. All right, now Dublin during the holidays is next level festive. The city just comes alive with twinkling lights, decorated streets, cozy pubs. And here's the thing, if you're visiting for Christmas, don't expect much to be open on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I mean, aside from the cathedrals. But the city really winds down and spends time at home, which adds to their unique charm. We indulged in plenty of beer, Irish coffee, and the ultimate winter drink, hot whiskey. Let me tell you, it was exactly what we needed to warm up after wandering those festive streets. And the holiday vibes in Dublin, they're so warm and cozy that it's just perfect for soaking up the Christmas spirit. It's definitely a place you want to put on your list. All right, y'all. Now, I might be a little bit biased with this one being a Jersey girl and all, but Christmas in New York is like no other place in the world. Now, I know there are Christmas markets in the city, but that's not really their claim to fame. So they're scattered throughout, and I think I've been to maybe 1 or 2, but the real claim to fame for New York is just the decor. Like, the energy of Christmas in New York is so magical. every block is lit up like something out of a movie. The storefront displays, they look like little mini winter wonderlands. I mean, it's just a gorgeous place to be. If you like that festive feel for Christmas, New York, hands down. Rockefeller Center is a must-see with this big iconic tree. And of course, the entire vibe around Radio City is just like, there's lights and Christmas things everywhere. Honestly, Christmas in New York is just really unmatched, you know? And like I said, maybe I'm biased since I'm from New Jersey, but my mom and I have this tradition where we have to go to the city every year just before or after our big international Christmas trip. And we have the same routine every time. First, we catch a Radio City Rockette show and then an Alvin Ailey American Dance Series show. Sometimes we do it on the same day. Sometimes we just, do it a couple days apart. It's the perfect combo of like the holiday magic and then actually going to find awesome things to do. So here's the other fun part. Every year we stop and take a bunch of pictures in some of the same spots, no matter what. It's like our little tradition, Times Square is already so lit, but when you have those Christmas lights and decorations around, it's really next level, And even though Times Square can be intense, Christmas feels different. It's like festive and alive in a way that makes you just want to be a part of it instead of dodging the crowd, But that's the thing about New York. During the holidays, there's this energy that makes everything feel special, So if you've never done Christmas in New York, it's a vibe and you have to experience it at least once. Trust me, it's like a walking through a holiday postcard everywhere you turn. So yeah, if you're planning on a Christmas trip, New York should definitely be on top of that list. Getting you in it? Yeah. All right, next stop, Prague, Czech Republic. Now, we went back in December 2016, so don't laugh at my grainy pictures. We probably didn't even have live photos back in, and I don't even think it was that popular to just record just yet. I don't know, it feels so long ago. But anyway, out of all of the European Christmas markets that we visited, Prague was by far the most cost-effective. You were able to get that magical holiday experience without spending a fortune. Now, we ate so much ham at the markets and drank so much beer. And I'm not usually a fan of Pilsner here in the US, but in Prague, loved it. They just do it better over there, I guess. But it was a really fun and affordable trip. So if you're looking for a European Christmas market experience and you don't want to break the bank, Prague is definitely the place to add to your list. All right, last but certainly not least is our trip to Zurich. We visited Zurich in December of 2022, and it was just as unforgettable as the others. First of all, Zurich is just a beautiful city during the holidays. And just like I said with the other locations, there was decorations everywhere. I don't know why I like Christmas decor so much. I don't know why we both like it so much, but we do. We love it, and we took pictures every opportunity we could. If there was a Christmas tree, hey, get me right here. If there was a random gift or something, hey, get me right here. It's just what we do. We enjoy it. We love it. We have a good time. Now listen, let's talk about the weather. I was expecting it to be freezing, but it wasn't as cold as I thought it would be. I definitely hoped for a little bit more snow, but we did get the opportunity to get some of that snow fix when we had our day trip to Mount Tiltis. Now that tour was amazing. You see here, we found a little cabin or whatever they call those things with a Trinity flag on it. Yep, we had to stop for a second and take a picture of that. But like I said, that tour was amazing. We went to the high altitude mountain range. All the snowy vistas were there. It just kind of made up for the lack of snow that we expected to see in the city. So that was still pretty cool. The views were breathtaking. It was fun to be surrounded by this whole like winter wonderland that just kind of embodies the whole Christmas feel of everything. I feel like when we got up to Mount Tiltis, I had finally got my wish of being in the Swiss Alps, like with it snowing, with it cold, low visibility. I don't know. It was just exciting. It was an exciting feeling. So I think I want to go back and maybe spend a day or two in some cabins or something. I don't know. But we just had a ball for that our 1 day tour, and I really wish we had spent a little bit more time because that was the Switzerland that I thought I was going to see, but it was still cool. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Now, back in Zurich, exploring Christmas markets continued to be our highlight. Y'all, look at my mom back there trying to find a euro for the Salvation Army. Anyway, we continue to peruse the markets and just have a good time walking around. This particular market was an indoor market that was actually located in a train station. So when I say they have Christmas markets everywhere, they had Christmas markets everywhere. There's just really something so cozy about wandering through these stalls, sipping on hot cocoa, soaking in that festive atmosphere. I mean, and if you're really into these Christmas markets, it's definitely worth a visit. We were able to try our very first fondue at a chalet at one of these markets. Y'all, Zurich was definitely a good time. We had a jam-packed itinerary. The opera, the Christmas markets, the snowy adventures in the Alps. I mean, it really has all the elements of the perfect holiday destination. So if you're looking for a European city that combines that beautiful winter scenery with some cultural experiences, Zurich should definitely be on your list. Make sure you try some fondue, make sure you try raclette, and make sure you try their beer. Definitely, definitely a good trip. So until next time, we wish you an amazing holiday season no matter what you plan.